Hey there, awesome folks. This is Mentor Shelley, wanting to make sure that you become a better version of yourself professionally, guys. I am here. It has been a minute since I've seen and heard or talked to or interacted with you guys. How y'all doing tonight? Listen, it has been a minute, but I am here to let you know that Mentor Shelley is here to stay. Mentor Shelley has some stuff is their life has been kind of life and lately, but at the end of the day, I want you guys to know that we're also here to make sure that you become a better version of yourself professionally. You guys already know what time it is, but we're going to be talking today about overemployment. Is it still a viable option? What's really still going on out there? But before we jump into that, let's just go ahead and let's just get started with some great starting music, shall we? Welcome, everybody. How are you guys doing tonight? Oh, hello there. Hey, Char Willie. Greetings and salutations to you, darling. Welcome to the live stream. Definitely appreciate you guys joining. And of course, guys, as you come in, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hello, Credit Solutionist. How are you doing, my darling? It is a pleasure to see all of you tonight. Of course, as you guys come in, say hello to each other. And of course, guys, if the information that we're going to be discussing is helping you at all, go ahead and bless that Cash App if you so choose. If the information that we talk about tonight seems to be helping you and other people, go ahead and share that with the rest of y'all. All right, wonderful. The ladies are doing wonderful. Awesome. Greetings and salutations. We are getting geared up for this, guys. We definitely want to talk about overemployment and how it is truly it's come a long way since it first got started, but I do want to talk about how it's going to affect us going forward, especially in 2024. Okay, now it says the golden age of overemployment. Let's see here. Top destination for remote workers. These are some of the places that you can be. I didn't necessarily want to talk about this. This particular article is not where I'm trying to go. Okay, here it goes. Okay. The golden age of overemployment is over. Job jugglers are preparing for a life with one income. This article, of course, is written by Jacob Zinkula through Business Insider. Okay. All right. Some Americans have secretly worked multiple jobs and more than doubled their salaries, but returning to work mandates and hiring slowdowns have made it harder to remain overemployed. 5 job jugglers share how they've adjusted or plan to adjust to life with only one income. And over the past 3 years, Charles has earned between 100,000 to 300,000, real nice, annually by secretly working a mix of remote, full-time, and contract jobs. But he knows his overemployment may not last forever. Of course, you're not meant to work 2 full-time jobs. It's not supposed to last forever. The extra income has enabled him to make home improvements, buy a rental property, invest in personal business ventures, and purchase a new car. He told Business Insider via email. However, in recent months, Charles said returning to the office mandates and hiring shutdowns have reduced the number of fully remote roles in his industry. He works as a consumer product professional in the tri state area, and this has left him clinging to the two remaining remote jobs and dreading a future where he must commute to work. While extra income is padded with, has padded his savings, Charles has grown used to having multiple paychecks. He said this would even be more valuable if he and his wife starts a family, which is something they're planning to do over the next year. Since his overemployment might end soon, Charles said he begun thinking about other ways he might be able to supplement his income. And let me come on here and say this. Definitely he can also, there's so many other options here, but let me wrap this up and then let's talk about some of the good, bad, and the uglies of this. Let's see here. He said, I would try to find other ways to boost income if it all didn't work out, said Charles, whose identity is known as BI, but asked to use a pseudonym, obviously, because his fear of professional repercussions. I've always been of the mindset, how can I make a lot of money and fast? Listen, you and every other business person has thought that, so that's not that's not a shot in the dark at all. That's me, you, and everybody around here. How can you make it, and how can you make it quickly? Or how can you do it and do it in a way that is going to pad the pockets quite nicely? There's nothing wrong with that. Of course, there's a few shortcuts to financial security. But over the years, Americans have taken advantage of a sort of cheat code. And to some degree, some of the employers are not liking the fact that some people have made that decision to take charge of their own personal economy. Oh, what a dreadful situation when people make the decision to take their own personal economy in their own hands and work multiple jobs to be able to pay off debt and to get ahead financially. The audacity. Of course, I'm being sarcastic, folks. Business Insider has spoken to over 24 overemployed people who have made up to $1 million a year, secretly working two multiple jobs. They've used extra income to pay off student loans. Wonderful. Save for retirement. Awesome. Afford expensive vacations. Nice. Weight loss drugs. Well, that Ozempic does cost money. Job juggling can take a mental toll, though the ethics of doing it in secret are up for debate. However, most current and former overemployed individuals told BI that Business Insider that the financial benefits are well worth it. Now, let's get back to the task at hand. I'm going to stop it there. If you guys want, I'm going to pin the comments so you guys can get to see that particular article. First to commence, I did overemployment for a few months. It lasted only a few months before I got caught. But I will say this, guys, it is well worth the effort because I used that extra money to pay off my second mortgage and to pay off my car and to be able to put some money away. So I, as an individual, as a person that will encourage you to take your own personal economy into your own hands, would always encourage someone to, not caught, but I'll explain in a minute. How you doing, by the way? I, as a person that actually did overemployment for that space of time, I will tell you it is exhausting if you don't have your schedules, if your schedule is not up to par and it's not tight. Two, when I say overemployment, I mean you're working two 8-hour days in one. So let's be clear. It's not something that's for the faint of heart. If you're going to do it, let's be prepared to really do it. Okay? But in doing so, I was able to pay down some debt and pay off some credit cards and really put myself in a better position financially. Now, it's well worth it. If you're going upwards of $1 million a year and your one job would only pay you maybe 80, 90,000 versus multiple thousand, hundred thousands, it's definitely well worth it. So what I'll say to you is this: in 2024, because a lot of employers, since this kind of started back in, when I tell you it's tiring, mother, I barely slept. Um, but for those 4 to 5 months, I only took one full day off every week, and I was up at 4 in the morning, and I was going to bed at sometimes 12 to 1 at night, because I was doing one in the day and then one at night. Um, but I will say this. Either I didn't get caught as far as overemployment, and they found out that I was working another job. What I think happened, because one of them was a direct one job was a direct hire, and another job was remote. So I'm sorry, not remote, but the other job was through an agency. So I was a temp. But I was a temp there for a while. What happened was, as the year progressed and as we got out, and as far as the mandates are concerned, and this was around the time COVID, it was in the thick of COVID. And what happened was that a lot of the temps slowly but surely were starting to get let go. Either they got offers to get hired, or they got let go. So in my case, the supervisor that I was reporting to changed in the middle of my assignment, and the supervisor I had before, I got along with great, had a great rapport, things of that nature. The supervisor that got switched over, not so much, was not as personable with me or with anybody, or at least not with me. And I think that connection and that rapport that I established with the first supervisor, kind of contributed to me getting, having my assignment end before time. So, overemployment is not for the faint of heart. Absolutely not. It is definitely tiring, and you have to be prepared to not sleep for a while until you get the schedule settled. Now, Credit Solution is asked, why is people needing to, whoa, which is why people need to have it planned out before they start. When I tell you absolutely positively, you have to have that stuff planned out, or it's not going to be peaches and cream for you. I will say that. And what's also happening, guys, is that there are employers that are now putting AI type software on the computers or on the computer systems that their remote employees work on, to attempt to either spy through those computers, or have software to do their best to track, to see if their employees are working another job or has another laptop that they're working on at the same time. They've been putting things in place. They're also tediously looking on places like your LinkedIn profile. They're also looking in places like, Victoria and I discussed this in a live, it was about a year or so ago. I think was it Experian? Which one was it? Credit Solution was it Experian or TransUnion that has an employer, like they verify your employment through that particular system, and it shows how long you were working for each organization. I can't remember which one of the credit unions have additional services that they provide to employers. And that's also one of the ways people are getting, yes, there it is, the work number. The work number is also something that employers are using to try to figure out if their employees are working multiple jobs, because the work number is, if your employer uses it, they can see if you're currently employed with another employer, if your employer uses that service. So be very careful. I am going to still be a proponent and a promoter. I will still champion overemployment in 2024, because there are people that are still doing it. And you see the type of benefits that the guy had. The work number, oh boy. From Credit Solutions says the work number gets so many people caught up. Well, That's why they got it. And unfortunately, some people have been, that's how some people got busted. Others, the employer is paying particular attention to the connections people have, and paying attention to where they worked and how long they worked there, and if there's overlap. You have some HR or some managers that are looking into it that keenly. Some of them don't have enough work to do, as far as I'm concerned. But I digress. But at the end of the day, I'm still going to be a champion for overemployment. If you're able to still do it, if you have a one remote situation and you can set up another, as long as you plan and you execute your plan with precision, folks. This is not for the faint of heart. However, I want you guys to succeed in whatever career venture you guys take up, because I don't want you to start off, make plans to do all of these things and get caught right in the middle of it. Because then sometimes you end up getting caught with both. I actually am attached to, I'm also on a Reddit thread, and unfortunately, a lot of the employers are actually catching people right, left, and center, because there's a lot of layoffs happening too. So some of those are getting, some of those people are losing their additional employment through layoffs. Some of them are losing it through getting caught through systems. Of course, Charwillie. Yeah, I'm not. At the end of the day, uh, we have to be champions for our own personal economy, whether it's starting a business like Credit Solutionist is talking about more openly, especially now. I do want you guys to check out Credit Solutionist. She has a great and awesome, very comprehensive course on how to start your business the right way. Credit Solutionist, give me the name of this, the official name of that course. And of course, guys, you can also check out Credit Solution if you're looking to get your finances together and your credit stuff together. You can go to the Credit Solutionist YouTube channel as well. And she has an awesome course if you're looking to venture from the regular 9 to 5 to get in your own business together. Because, of course, that's also a way to supplement your personal economy. I am all for Small Business Blueprint. There you go. That's the name of the new the hot off the presses courses that'll take you from soup to nuts, from idea to business acumen. Definitely go over there and check out that new hot and fiery course that is going to take you through the exciting journey of business startup and business ownership, and how wonderfully supplemental and how wonderfully financially sturdy that can actually help you to become. Because, of course, guys, we all know these jobs ain't loyal. And sometimes the best thing you can do is bet on yourself. Of course, Charwillie, of course, fire, fire, fire. Absolutely. Listen, if you're looking for affiliates, of course, guys, if you definitely want to help your sisters together, I actually will be I just want to let you guys know, I'll be republishing the book From Clueless Teenager to Consummate Professional. I do still have it available on my website, but I'll be republishing it on Amazon as well. Listen, the jobs ain't loyal. The only thing you need to be loyal to is what? What do I always say on this channel? We need to always be loyal to our own personal economy. Okay? So, if that's getting a job, if that is getting 2 jobs from home, listen, if the overemployment is going to do it, honey, do it. If starting your business on the side while you work the 9 to 5 is going to do it, honey, do it. Anything that you can handle and push forward. Sometimes we got to get out of our own way, push our doubts and fears out the way, and just go. It ain't going to be perfect, but as long as you get it done. Sometimes we are in our own way. Overemployment is just one of the ways that we can truly enrich our personal economy. But I digress. Let me come off the soapbox for a second. I just want you guys to be aware that although they're trying to fight against overemployment. I'm still a proponent of if you can do it, go for it, sugar bear. Okay? If you can do it, do it. But if you're going to do it, please plan. If you can do it, please make sure your calendar is tight. And if you're going to do it, don't tell nobody because there's haters at your job, okay? Don't tell them nothing. That's not their business anyway. All right, folks. Of course, if you guys found this information helpful, go ahead and bless the live through Cash App, or you can go ahead and give a like, share this video with other people that you know are looking for ways to supplement and enrich their own personal economy, whether it be through overemployment, whether it be through starting a business with the Small Business Blueprint through Credit Solutions channel. And of course, guys, if you have questions, concerns, you can always go to mentorshelly.com/contact. You can leave me a voicemail or an email message, and I'm more than happy to return those voicemails and emails within 24 hours. If you are looking to really go OE and you need help with getting that resume, your stuff together, then you can definitely hit me up and go to mentorshelly.com/consultations. I am definitely here to help you get ready for whatever it is career-wise you want to, what direction you want to go. So guys, at the end of the day, enriching your own personal economy, that is priority. That is what we are about. That is what we're doing in these economic streets. Guys, take care. Thank you so much, Credit Solutionist, for coming by, Char Willie for coming by, and anybody else in the live stream that came by and said hello or came by to just watch. At the end of the day, you guys, you will be seeing way more of me. Life was lifing, and I had some personal things that I had to handle, but we got that under control, and we will be in these YouTube streets rocking and rolling. In the next couple of days, we will be looking at either workplace story time Wednesdays is coming, so you'll be hearing from me on Wednesdays. Listen to me. Being in the human resources field, there's never a dull moment, y'all. So please come hang out with me on Wednesday evening. I got some good juicy story times for you. Some of these things, when I tell you, some of these folk, you wouldn't believe. You working with adults. Anyway, we'll talk about that on Workplace Storytime Wednesdays. I guys, thank you so much for stopping by. This is Mentor Shelly, wanting to make sure you become a better version of yourself professionally. But we're gonna have some cooler and water shop talk on Wednesday. Stay tuned, and you guys have a good one. Bye.